Arden Moores. All right, we're here. Moores in America. We're going to be live with the brother Guy 720 today. Keenan Booker, author of multiple books. We have the brother's links in the description, so you can make sure to go to his website, check out his books. We'll have a live discussion. You're gonna love it. So I'm gonna ask everybody that's here, hit the like and share button. Make sure you help spread this info. We're not on here running ads. No, we're not always even showing up on YouTube when people see it. Even if people subscribe, so you gotta share the video, help get that info out. You gotta hit like and share to get the algorithms running. And that's it. We're gonna be talking about. It's gonna be an open discussion today. Also, just getting to the issues, getting to what's going on in society today. It's gonna be a great discussion. But you know how we do here. We always give honors. Before I say anything else, I give the highest honors to our Creator, our Father God Allah. Honors to our divine prophet. I meant to say highest praise. Honors to our divine prophet, Noble Ali. Honors to the forerunner, Marcus Mosiah Garvey. Honors to all Moorish leadership, past and present, including Arson Rashid, Brother Kenu Umar Bey. And honors to all of you. Honors to all the light bringers watching right now. Honors to you, because I know you're going to hit that like and share button. And here we go. Good evening, good afternoon, everybody. Listening to the True and Living Lightbringer, Moores in America. As always, I'm your brother, Lloyd Douglas Elm, also known as Sharif Ali. You know what we do here. We're always bringing light, glorious light to all issues pertinent to the Moorish American paradigm, because that's what we do here on Moores in America. And we're going to get things started. Let some more people come in here. Don't go anywhere. Hit like and share.
Yeah. Hey, 5 on the right, 2 on the left, man. You know what time it is. Yo. We just Moors in America, soar through the shores and endure criminal acts of war on our character. 7 years after the 4th score, no reward. Shout out to the most courageous, they was jumping over barriers. Where does that compare to you? We come from a place where you scared to visit our area. We come from a place where it's scary for good Samaritans. Heavy luggage we carrying, babies having babies. It's crazy being American. Praise the one and only Allah, there's no comparison. La ilaha illa Allah, body and buried gin. Laughing at you clowns like ha-ha, dodging the Nephilim. Conquer lower self with the high, follow your regimen. Way before they came we were gods, and now we specimen. Tried to take the light from our eyes, thank God for Edison. Then they put the wool on our eyes, it's so embarrassing. Now we travel frequently, we should invest in Sheraton. All of us got gold on our bodies whenever we stepping in. Screaming Ramadan, Mubarak, training the flesh again. Wishing we could move as a unit just like the Mexicans. Dodging all the foods with estrogen, synthetic medicines. All sin isn't devilish. Sometimes the decisions that you make come for a better gift. Sometimes when you sin is to relate to all your brethren. Heavenly gates all in our face, we the champions. We live in the sky, we see the angels on the chariots. Waiting on the $20 bill, facing Harriet. I bet you I'ma carry it. I'm in love with music to the point I wanna marry it. But my love for people is greater, so I write messages. Largest spending power, but we still sit at a deficit. Living amongst prejudice, even at our residence. Moors in America, flourishing, excellent. Let's buy up some neighborhoods and groom our own president. Yeah. And I come to you today with all intentions of spreading love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice.
All right, peace. We here, we live. But before we get things going, I just want to ask y'all to hit that like button. We see people watching it. You're on Facebook, you're on YouTube. Hit that like button. Hit the like button. Hit like, hit share. And we're going to go ahead and get things started up now, Morris. Don't go anywhere. But before we do, hit like and share the video. Right, here we go, boys. We're live with the brother, the author of multiple books. My brother, your brother. We're speaking to Kenu. Pardon, brother. We're speaking to Keenan Booker, the guy, author of books. I got multiple books down here. Let me pull out the. We got you. So we have the brother up in the building today. Author of the Black Man's Bible. Kicked out of heaven. What else?
You got him over there?
Yeah, so yeah.
Oh, good Lord.
Man. Yeah. So we gonna keep that on deck for today's discussion. But yeah, and I see you sharing the links too in the description. Let's put that up on the screen. Everybody, make sure you go into the video description, click on those links. You see it up on the screen too, kickedoutofheaven.com. Also got the melanindvds.com. Make sure you go there, check out what this brother's working with. He's got multiple books, man. And I mean, he's going in, so definitely will be worth your time. But before we get started, brother, you put us some posts online just the other day, like a few days ago. And I think it's catching everybody's attention, man. You brother. I want to pull that up real quick before we even really get started. Let me share this screen.
Yeah, put my feet to the fire. Come on.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you were going in, and I want to get your thoughts behind, what we see here. So we looking at this. Let me see if I can zoom in on this because people probably can't even see that. Let me see. Try to zoom in. Here we go. Zoom in. Okay. Here we go. So yeah. You were going in, brother. Can you give us some
Look at this.
insight, understanding that's what this is about? What's going on, brother, right here?
Hey, what's going on? Do you want to read the whole thing before we go, or what?
Let's just read a little bit of it.
You want me to read it? You want to read it? What we gonna do?
Yeah, I'll read a little bit, brother. So
well, you know how they do on the talk show, nigga be having them cards. They be like, "Could you play the clip?"
So what was the mindset behind this, brother? Can you read this out loud for us?
I ain't never in my life seen so many so-called gangsters and rappers crying online, don't know where their kids at, getting kicked out by a bitch or evicted. Can't keep a place past 6 months. Got roommates, need a ride, sleeping on someone's couch, drinking everybody liquor, talking about ain't nobody supporting, trying to Instagram brag, expecting another nigga to look out for him. Wife talking to him super crazy and embarrassing them in public. Got hella kids by airhead hoes. Rap cadence is copied from whatever current so-called hot rapper. Shooting music videos that get no views, wearing book bags and man purses, got your hair dyed colors like a girl. Think BBL hoes are respectable women. Scroll up a little bit. Got French fry, bulimic. I can see your rib cage, skinny hoes twerking a bunch of nothing in your videos. Tattoos do not gangster rank.
Stop right there now.
Tattoos do not gangster rank.
Brother.
What?
People are seeing this and getting offended, brother. I already know. Is somebody reading this or hearing this right
And
now?
I'm
That's
supposed to
fired
get
up.
fucking somebody getting
Somebody fired
offended.
up right now.
Man, be fired up, brother. You know, if you know, I don't know what to tell no nigga, man. Well, over the past 20 years, we went through a lot of nasty shit. And it's very clear that African American culture can be wired. It's a wired system. You know, it's not rooted in 1,000 years, 5,000 years of culture, 3,000 years of culture. You know, uninterrupted. You know, then you got the same thing with India. You know, even if we were to talk about, you know, tribes in Africa, they have thousands of years of culture. Even though the development areas may be very low and minimal, they at least have that. Okay. So when it comes to African American culture, you know, you're maybe about 100, 150 years old. And then not only that, it's all manufactured. So what has occurred over the past 20 years is definitely a rebaptizing or a rebirth of deep elements from, you know, and refurbished into black culture by a whole. You know what I'm saying? There were no bonnets when we were growing up. You know,
Yeah,
women didn't walk around with bonnets in public.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Having the hair tied up thing, that's definitely a slavery rooted thing. You know, the representation publicly is not good. Well, representation for black males will always be good in the public. And the reason being is because we're the creators in the entertainment space. Michael Jordan or Shaquille O'Neal, you know, or whatever, you know, that represents our line. Good. We have a good picture, a good stereotype to that mirrors us, that comes from the higher echelon of society. Now, unfortunately, black women don't have that. They've ripped that out of the line. So now they've adapted to these areas of sexy red imitation and glorilla imitation, and it's embarrassing. And at the same time, they minimized what the standard black male. But you know, when we really look at what's going on here, it stems back to, you know, the slavery picture. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And
If I can get you to just pause right there, just
yeah,
what's
that's
going on, so we
basically,
got the visuals up for people when the brothers talking about, you know, how we were in the past. You know, people had a little more decorum, a little more self respect, dignity.
yeah,
You see how the people were
and
dressed. Go
yeah,
ahead,
and
brother.
everybody dressed like that in the 1940s.
Yeah, yeah,
Black, Mexican, white, Chinese, everybody came out looking appropriate. You understand? That was America. You know what I'm saying? That picture has been altered over time, and also the intellectual capacity has been minimized. And that is also a question as well, because, like I said, black culture has been manufactured, even in this 1940 picture you seeing. But you know, that's something that we modeled after Europeans and whatnot. You see what I'm saying? And the majority of people don't know what European is. That's why I had to bring it to the forefront. You dig what I'm saying?
yeah,
Straight up. But yeah.
yeah. And just type in black people in the 2020s. Just see if you know, because I don't even know what image is gonna come up. You know, but you can see that just a little bit of a difference, man. Like just with what's being shown, we seen all these different celebrities like that represents the people, and yeah, I mean, just you can see like how the people are outside. It ain't the same. Yeah, so things definitely have changed, you know, in the negative.
Yeah, well, you know, um, it's like a homie told me the other day, not too long ago. He was like, you know, well, we didn't got pretty far by just complaining.
Uh huh.
And I guess if that's what you figure, I don't figure complaints as a form of progress, but it can be, I
Yeah,
guess, because complaining enforces voluntary slavery. So you know we've chastised, I guess, and I guess they've sort of loosened the chains during the course of us living here in America. There still isn't any 40 acres in a mule. There still isn't any reparations. But here, how it's clearly shown that they play with your psyche all the time and say, "Oh, we're gonna put Harriet Tubman on the $20 bill." Play with your brain by
yeah,
putting out these weird little articles in the news and all this other shit,
yeah,
and it's embarrassing. The most embarrassing part is that there's so much information available. Whether you want to talk about what's going on with our modern world, what was going on with the ancient world, that this also includes machinery, stuff like fixing a car and all of that other stuff. There's so much information available that you have no to have a complaint. You know, there's so much information available now that there's no room. You have no allowance for complaining or being behind, or can no longer be an excuse with the amount of information that is available.
yeah.
Okay,
It's like
whether
it's
it comes
overload.
to
Yeah, and I would
right,
say like
whether
with
it's
all the
talking about
info.
buying. Come on, bro. Right, bro. I could sit here. We could sit here. Me and you could sit here for a week, be on the phone, and master the real estate zone world.
Yeah,
We can master that shit. Go get our license, boom, 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 within a week, 2 weeks, dog, with GPT and YouTube videos. You see what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
So, the really, I mean, I've studied the whole art industry from the rooter to the tutor. I've studied, the whole diamond industry from the rooter to the tutor. I could tell you whatever you need to know. You know what I'm saying? And I got educated by that by just plain research online. So there's no, I don't see it. There's no excuse, you know. And
yeah,
for a lot of rappers nowadays, and what's been encoded inside of rap, that it's okay to be a shitty nigga, it's okay to be, your girl buy you the PS5, and now they're talking about this whole in-house boyfriend shit, and but that's what the ladies want, ladies, they want to rule the whole situation because women want to complain to other women and make other women feel as if they are the queen boss bitch by having somebody to complain about.
yeah, yeah. And that's
You see
really
what I'm saying?
the only way
Yeah,
that
that's
they
what
can
they do it for.
control. Yeah, and that's really the only way that they can control the men. Is if the men are in a
Right.
destitute state. You know.
You can only, you know, you can only control the inexperienced and the uneducated. Okay. And that's just the bottom line with that, and that's what the women want to do. They want to play the mama position. So, but they don't like the responsibilities that's going to come with it. And then you see it all end up on the news. This whole domestic violence shit skyrocket, my dude. That shit's everywhere. It's
Yeah.
rolling out over the past, I think, like 2-3 months
Uh huh.
in Vegas alone. There's been a couple killings at grocery stores and shit inside the grocery store because of domestic violence that got carried out into the public. You see?
Yeah, that's insane, and
So that's what's going
yeah, that
on,
kind of
man.
brings to
Huh?
mind something I just saw with the one chick, the Brittany Griner. Yeah, saying that she's filing for divorce from a
She done
wife.
went broke.
Yeah. And then they're saying like I think they said she paying child support to her previous wife or something. Now this one about to hit her up. And it's like, look, man, with the way the economy is going, right? Things get more expensive for people. Anybody who wants to wear that mantle, you want to be the boss, you want to be a big boss, you're gonna have to deal with all that comes along with it. This thing right here is talking about the Brittany Griner, talking about irretrievably broken. The thing I saw, they were saying that she already paying like child support, spousal support to the previous wife, and now she got this one too. Yeah, so it's insane, bro.
Yeah, well, oh, I thought you were talking about the superhead chick. But
Oh
yeah.
no, no,
Huh?
the WNBA chick.
Yeah, I mean, what is that? I mean, she has 2 children she's paying child support for. I don't know, bro. She doesn't have but see, let's look at what that is. What that is right there is how Europeans have manufactured the culture. That is a part of manufacturing the culture right there. We're going to manufacture your culture and publish it to the public that you have women who are masculine enough to play basketball and who will divorce the girl that helped her when she was locked up 10,000 miles away. She would divorce that girl because their differences or whatever. And now we will enforce the tranny upon your culture. We will enforce the devil. She is the dark one. You understand? She is an agent of the dark one. And that's how they manufacture the culture, is by publishing. This is what people don't get. Yeah, they publish to the public. You don't negate it. You don't argue it. And it rolls, and now it is embedded inside of your system as a whole. It's all Sentinel Matrix moving shit. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, no,
on how we can play this game. And yeah, they play this game.
Yeah, and if the people accept it, it's culturally or socially acceptable. That's the new norm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm seeing in the chat.
That's how it works. In
the chat,
so
people are saying that the sound is going out. It might be a little better if you turn off video.
My sound or your sound, or both of our sound?
Could be both of our sound.
Yeah, because whenever I get up online, they're like, "Oh, shut this nigga down." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I saw your video freeze up a couple times. It might be a little easier if you turn your video off.
Turn my video off?
Yeah, if you just turning it off. Let's see if it's still doing the same thing, or if not. Because your video.
Okay, hold on. I might have to shut down a lot of screens. I got a couple of screens open here.
Yeah. All right. Gratitude, sister. She's saying it's better.
Yeah, because I didn't shut down all this shit I had open. I had too many tabs open.
Yeah.
Okay. We here now? You here? Everybody can hear me?
Oh, yeah. I can hear you loud and clear.
Is we all good?
We good. Let's keep it going.
Okay. All right. But yeah, that's part of the magic right there. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I was referring to on that comment. I don't, I keep the distance, bro. There's one reason, I keep the distance, dog, because, bro, I don't want to I'm not going to my grave being classified with a fuck that shit. Niggas think it's cool, think it's clown or whatever, they're very internalized. They don't look at other cultures and how other cultures judge them and wonder why they get treated the way they do in public spaces, especially with, I was sitting at the mall yesterday, just the other day, and some ghetto rats come running around the corner with a bunch of book bags and shit they done stole from the store. And then 15, 20 minutes later, the store owner comes running out, with the security guard and shit, But I've
Yeah.
seen these videos on TikTok. It'll show up police videos of the same situation
Yeah.
of the ghetto rat has went to the Target and tried to steal some shit, and then they get into a car chase, and then the rats run into somebody during the course of the car chase,
Yeah.
and then 3-4 people died. Now they got to go to jail for murder, you know, and because they were trying to steal some pants and some makeup,
Yeah.
you know.
All foolishness and
Yo, are we up? Are
people
we
will do
running?
that. People will do that and they still playing the victim. Like they don't know why they being judged. They don't know why people are looking at them. Oh, looks like you might have lost it, brother. Let me see if all right. If you're in here, type a one in the chat if the sound sounds clear, please.
Yo, you there?
Yeah, yeah, okay, I can hear you. It was froze up for a minute, but I can hear you right now.
Yeah, you saying they don't want to take no accountability. Well, I think their intelligence is limited. Have you seen those videos where people can't even read? The kids can't even read words and shit. They just
Nah, but I
walking
can
up to
imagine.
random people
Yeah.
asking them to say this word and say that word, and they can't even say what's on the paper.
Now, I ain't seen the videos, but I can imagine. And gratitude in the chat for confirming that. Yeah. Yes, I can imagine. I mean, the
Oh, there
people
was a
can't
kid who
read.
got expelled.
Can't hear you, brother.
I wasn't saying anything.
Okay. Now I heard you say there was a kid who got expelled and then it just
I'm
went
right
out.
here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
No, I just stopped talking because you were talking, so I didn't want to interrupt. But there was a kid who got expelled from Philly from showing that the students in the school couldn't read basic words that were on the paper.
And they expelled him for showing it? Wow. Yeah.
Yep, and they kicked him out of the school.
Okay. All right. Yeah, the video is freezing. I think we need to try it without the cameras on.
I don't know why,
Video and the
man.
sound is
They always try to hold the black bro. They try to hold the black man down, brother.
yeah. Let me
I'm
see.
right here.
How we sounding now? How's everything sounding in the chat? How we sounding? Apologies, for
Everything
the.
sounded fine.
All right, all right. Let's keep
Everything
it
sounded
going.
fine. I don't see your video, but
Yeah,
yeah,
but
because
not
I got
definitely. I
direct
mean,
cord of.
so,
I put the direct cord into my router, and it's still.
oh, you
This
plugged
whole
right in.
internet shit is crazy when it comes to
Yeah,
me.
yeah. We going off the Wi-Fi. We should be good though, man. I'm usually shoot. It don't even matter how many tabs I got open. We got the high speed. She's saying, okay, all right, gratitude, sister. She's saying you're still freezing, like your video and audio. Everything's tripping. Like when you just try to move your hands,
Oh
like
well,
like
my
on this
video and audio
on
shows
my
good on
end,
my side, so
yeah. Like when you just moved your hands, like on my side, everything froze up when you did that. It was like your hands were just stuck. Now it's showing normal, but it keeps freezing up. You're not saying anything right now. I was about to say it's frozen, man. You good? Okay. So they can hear me, but if you're saying something right now, it's I can't hear anything. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like your screen went black. Okay.
Oh, okay. No, but we did it good.
Okay. All right, I can hear you
Okay,
now.
so yeah, somebody else said everything sounds good. So we good.
All right. Yeah, we good to go. But I mean, we see the people all over the country talking about just like the education system. They're saying children or not even children, even grown ups now. They were saying a long time ago, like maybe like 15 years ago or something like that, they stopped teaching cursive in school. So now you have grown ups who can't even read cursive, and a lot of the children don't read at all. Period. Like they're not reading books. When COVID happened, they pretty much stopped using books for certain. Like it just switched over for a lot of these schools switched over to doing everything on screens, like on whatever tablet or whatever they're on, notebook, Chromebook. But like, yeah,
Yeah,
nobody's reading.
but we can't blame the. They talking about they about to start filing fraud on women who didn't have 4 or 5 kids with different fathers and shit. They about to start calling that shit fraud.
That's crazy. Where you hearing that at?
What?
I said that's crazy. Where you hearing that? Oh, brother, you it just froze. Okay.
I saw it on the news. Hey, bro, I'm gonna tell you right now. When I say the news, I'm talking about the news. Like I got my phone wired up damn near on every major city, all fucking Fox, NBC, all of that shit, NPR, PBS News, nigga, the Al
Yeah.
Jazeera News, the BBC, Chinese news channels, nigga. I look at it all.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because you have to be able to, you have to have a right amount of data to make the right decisions.
Oh yeah.
And I heard it on one of the channels. I mean, man, please, like they I can't even be mad at the Young Miami with it spend that shit. Spend that. That's right,
Yeah.
nigga. Scamming ass niggas. That's right. Go ahead and put it on Front Street. You niggas have been scamming. Goddamn. Been
Mhm.
scanning, been scamming and scanner jamming. Goddamn.
Oh man,
For the
that's funny. Yeah.
longest, nigga. Bro, the level of scams that I've read across the news is just out of this world, nigga. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Man, I mean that's part of being in the black community. Just all the different scams
See,
that
the
people's
energy too
running.
strong.
Yeah. Now I heard everything you were saying, but it seems like
Nigga, the whole world is
you
scamming.
freezing up.
The whole
But
world.
yeah,
White did
yeah.
the government for 900 million through some medical scams. You
Yeah, the
understand?
whole
I didn't see some. Huh?
man, your audio's going. Man, your audio's going out, brother.
What'd you say now?
I said I'm sorry. It seems like your audio keeps going out.
Bro, they hate the black man. I'm trying to tell you. Hold on.
It's all good. We're gonna keep it moving though. Okay, I looks like the guy 720's over there fixing his audio
You
video.
can hear me now.
Okay, yeah, we can hear you, brother. You good?
Huh?
I said we can hear you
All right.
loud and clear.
Okay, good. But yeah, bro, the whole world is scamming. So, any nigga, I'm gonna be looking at you twice. Like, nigga, do you know where you at?
Uh-huh.
This is planet Earth. Nigga, remember, a watermelon without seeds is a scam, nigga.
Yeah.
You heard me?
Yeah, I heard you. Hey, they put fluoride in the water.
You heard me,
It's,
bro?
there's so many scams going on here. It's crazy. They sending the tax dollars to Israel and all these other places. That's how it. That's
What
how
the
it
fuck
is.
is going on? I ain't hear shit you said, bro.
I was just naming, running
Are
off.
you
Some
saying
of the,
something?
Yeah, I was just running off some of the schemes and scams they got going on, like sending all the money to Israel and all these other places. They've been doing that stuff for the longest. People just now really starting to talk about it. But
For years.
yeah, yeah, it's been going on. It's nothing new.
For years. They had they said the Armenians and the Russians was over there setting up medical scams throughout California by setting up fake hospices, bro, that were empty and using dog. The shit is outrageous, bro. These motherfuckers, these immigrants would set up fake robberies because there's a way to get a visa if you are a witness or a victim of a crime. So they'll have their whole family in a restaurant or some people that they raised in a restaurant and then set up a fake burglary. Yo,
Insane. It's absolutely insane, and it's crazy because if you actually hustling, becoming a businessman, whatever businesswoman, you get up there, maybe you're moving up at a higher level, and then you find out everybody just running scams. Everybody trying to stay one step ahead of getting caught by the SEC or the whoever might be after them, whoever might be able to shut them down. The IRS.
Man, let me tell you something,
everybody
bro.
running scams. What's up?
Let me show you something, bro. I've studied the highest level of the game. We're talking about oil paintings from the 1500s. As a matter of fact, I'm underneath contract to sell oil paintings.
Oh man, not again. Looks like you got frozen right there. You were just talking about the oil paintings, and it just froze.
One thing and one thing only.
Okay.
A pissing contest.
Hang on. You froze up when you said oil paintings. It just froze.
Oh, I said oil paintings, land, yachts. I've studied those systems, and I know a couple of people involved that can play like that. And I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. It's all based on one thing. Can you hear me? Did I cut out?
No, I can hear you. You're good.
What in the hell is going on with this goddamn thing?
Now I'm saying
okay.
I can hear you.
It's all based on one thing and
Okay, I spoke too soon. We might have to run this back. We figure out what's going on with the connection, because this don't make any sense. Like way too many hiccups in here. It's not. Sometimes might have issues with the connection, but it's not the whole time like this. It's crazy. So yeah, definitely think we need to run this back. See, my brother's back in here. I don't know if you can hear me, guys. 720, but I was saying we need to run this back. Let's try to let's aim for next week. Maybe same day, Thursday, Wednesday, or Thursday next week. Not next week, the week after. But
You there?
the sound is bad. But I
Look
heard
at this
something.
shit. This is
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Huh?
But look, we just we'll go. We'll go
is
for
my
next
sound?
week. Yeah, your sound's real bad. It's like feedback or something. Like you got the mic right next to the stereo or something like that. That's how it sounds. I was gonna say, let's try
This
to run
shit
it
is
back next
crazy,
Wednesday or
man.
Thursday or the week after that. We just, come back. We shouldn't be having the same issues because like this don't happen every time.
Hey, how about this? This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cancel this out and then sign on through my goddamn cell phone and see if it's better through my cell phone, nigga.
Okay, if you go on the phone, go through Chrome. Open the link up in Chrome. If you do it any other way, it's not gonna work that good.
Okay, hold on. Let me
I
see.
should have told you that. That's on me. My bad. That's if you're on the computer too, if you open this up in Chrome,
maybe I can do that right now. Maybe I can do that right now
bad,
because
bro.
I'm on Firefox. So let me go ahead and open it up through Chrome.
Yeah, I should have said something, man. I didn't even think about it till just now.
Hold on.
Yeah, so we just dealing with some sound issues. We're gonna try this again. Everybody, don't go anywhere. I want to ask though, everybody that's here, hit the like and share button. Let me pull this up. Pull up my screen. Going to turn the screen on. I'm speaking with the author of multiple books. This is Kicked Out of Heaven, Volume 1. So I'm talking with the brother Keenan Booker, also known as the Guy 720. Yeah, Kicked Out of Heaven. Got Volume 1, Volume 2. Got Volume 3 over here. Can you see that? No, that's step backwards. Let me turn that around. It's Volume 3. Y'all see that? Kicked Out of Heaven. Look at this. We got some more books too. We got some more. Let's see. We got the Black Man's Bible. Hang on. Let's pull out some more books. What else we got over here? Ow! Pardon. Okay. All right. Here we go. Just pull some more off the bookshelf. We have Black Man's Bible, which I'm not holding right now. We have the Ethereal Law. And we got Real Nigga Etiquette. That's the title. All right. Guy 720. The Ethereal Law and Real Nigga Etiquette. Look at that. Check these books out. Also got, like I was just holding up here, Kicked Out of Heaven. Got the volumes 1, 2, and 3. I see the brothers coming back to the stage. We can try this again. I was just showing everybody the books. I don't have the Black Man's Bible right here, but we got the Guy 720. We got the Ethereal Law. Look at that. Real Nigga Etiquette. Y'all check these out.
Oh, yeah.
We got all 3.
Yeah, that's the hardcore one. Yeah.
Kicked Out of Heaven. Volume 1. Volume 2. Volume 3. So that's who we talking with today. So if y'all have some questions, you want to talk to the Guy 720, type your questions in the chat. Hopefully audio and video is good. We're going to do a quick mic check. And if we good, we're going to keep it going. If not, we just going to run it back for next week. Let's hear from you, brother. Let's get a mic check. All right, I'm right here. Is everything good? Oh, yeah, you sound good, brother.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. So that
No,
might have been
this
the
is
issue.
way better. It feels more solid. So this is it. Yeah, because I was on
just so
Mozilla.
you know,
So
in
from now on, do
StreamYard,
these shits on Chrome.
yeah, StreamYard, you got to do it on Chrome. All right.
Okay. So
All right.
yeah, my bad about that. But yeah, we good now. Now let's get down to what we was talking about. Shit.
Yeah.
That shit was so chopped up.
Right back. Yeah. So, I mean, we were talking about really just what's going on in society right now. Is talking about the state of the people, the intelligence level really of the people, and how that's affecting society. You were talking about just in general, like the education level being low, and I'm just trying to get us back to where we left off so we could,
well, that's interesting because once again, I do believe that native intelligence is limited, and native intelligence wants to stay limited out of anger. You see, it's just like a person that commits suicide. You see, a person that commits suicide is doing it to hurt the others around them, but not actualizing that you caused the most pain on yourself. You didn't cause no true pain amongst the others or around you that so-called loved you that you want to try to hurt. You see, that's not what's happening here. You see what I'm saying? And the native is so worried about operating off of these emotions and also about minimizing the capabilities of others around them. And this was a tactic that was utilized to keep a tribe in bound. Okay. In order for a tribe to stay in bound, I have to limit your capabilities so you do not question or attempt to live individualistically, because we need you as the group. And then within keeping you into the group, that's why the majority of monsters were created and gods and goddesses were created, was to impose a fear on the children, to keep the children inbound on the group. Why? So I can abuse you and you can do nothing about it. You see that? I can abuse you. I can treat you however I want to treat you. I don't have to reciprocate any form of love or actually express any form of love. Or if I do, I could do it on a picky, choosy element whenever I feel like it. And that's why I want you there to maintain my sense of a superiority done through seniority. Okay, that's why black people today who ain't did shit but give you 18 birthday cakes expect for you to pay bills when you become an adult, but they didn't give you any preparation for survival in the environment because they don't know the environment, because they're not explorative. If they were explorative, they would have discovered the rules and regulations of the environment, which now that defaults into a scientific mind. And science was also limited and classified as witchcraft amongst the tribe.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't get to be able to live on your own, nor are you able to put yourself in a position to enslave others and give instruction to others. We're going to do this communal bullshit and all run around with a leaf on our ass for 500 to 1,000 to 2,000 years. And you're still doing it now. Could you imagine, brother, being born into a tribe and you got Mach 2 fucking planes soaring over your fucking head and you're over here frying the monkey, brother?
Man, that is insane. Insane. It's insane.
I can't do it.
Hey, the only people people watch Avatar and then they all want to live the tribal life and they promoting it like
nigga, please. But please, you couldn't tell a maple leaf from an oak leaf. Stop, nigga. Stop. Okay? Right. Stop. Because those conditions I mean, it's done. There's nothing you can do about it. Everybody's feeding the beast. And through our lack of organization from what's been exposed online and from what our opportunities have been as a black hole, we have fed the beast. We have put ourselves in a very vulnerable position. And now there's nothing you can really do about it because it's too late to salvage or try to catch up, and you're not serious enough. And like the brother just showed the Real Nigga Etiquette VooDoo edition over there, that's definitely what I discovered through the mass amount of my studies, was that the black mind collectively has not gone through enough experiences to understand what seriousness is. You're not serious, bro. That's one reason why I stepped away from this whole thing. They want to call it edutainment. There's no seriousness in edutainment. Bro, you have to be a very serious motherfucker to write a 3-volume series on somebody else's race. The race that was your slave masters, okay? And then do it for 1,000 years ago. Okay? That's called seriousness. Delivering a baby at home, that's called seriousness. Okay? All the books behind you on the bookshelf, that's called seriousness. How did we treat our scholars over the past 10, 20 years? Was that seriousness?
Hell no. And if they're dedicating their life to, and not trying to be disrespectful to the scholars, but they're dedicating their life to studying our history and teaching our people, and then they get left behind. The people don't even buy the books. They didn't support. You're supposed to be able to just talk and just get paid. You're not supposed to have to worry about medical, none of that. But the people don't. They don't care.
It's sad because they're part of orders that are controlled by white people, and white people have been studying natives ever since they encountered them. That's from the 1500s. They understand how natives think, and they said, hey, you've been a good boy. You're part of our little secret group, okay? So you will go out here and operate with the native in said fashion because that's the limit of their thinking structure. It's not necessarily that that's what we want to do. That's just the limit of their thinking structure. And if you introduce any other format of thinking, it's going to backfire. And you're going to run into a lot of problems. You know what I'm saying? So, and I sort of experienced that with the material I put out. You know?
Yeah, I see that too. Especially since we talking about books. Get y'all with that. Unlocking the keys, breaking down the Quran questionnaire from the Prophet Noble Drew Ali, breaking it down. It's basically a self-help book from a Moorish American perspective. But man, when you making stuff for these people, your own people, they the ones that's least likely to support and assist. And it's like, this is a 400-page book, But
our black people don't understand infatuation. They don't understand deep love. They don't understand hardcore passion. I mean, those things were there at one time, but we're trying to look away from those things to match in with the image that's being enforced upon society. So, and we think that if we match in with the images and the new stereotypes that are being brought through media, then other races will respect us, and that's not how it works.
Yeah, definitely.
That's not how it works.
I was just saying, I feel where you're coming from on that. And
that's not how it works.
Again, we got 3 volumes over here, kicked out of heaven. Brother went in on European history, 1,000 years of history. Okay, we can pull up some of the images.
And it's the 10-year, and could you imagine? It is the 10-year anniversary of that book right there, of those 3 books. Yeah. It is the 10-year anniversary. By right now, I still have some available here. Once the ones that I possess are gone, you'll never be able to get the colored versions again. So I have the colored versions. With the pictures, over 1,000 pictures in color, and you can only get it here from me. You won't be able to get that from Amazon. Limited editions. You understand? And then the encyclopedia on the alchemy of women will be available in an app pretty soon. We'll have the full app available. Basically, it's a search engine on women is what it will be. Okay. And yeah, there it is.
That's
You
what's
know.
up, man. You gonna have pictures in there?
Yeah, it'll be pictures on the site. The encyclopedia on the alchemy of women has a lot of pictures, but you know, it's showing you pictures like the zygote and you know the milk lines of the woman and other areas, biological pictures and things of that nature. I even got a picture of the face hugger in there. You know what I'm saying? So you
Okay.
know,
Yeah. Now you gotta have pictures, man, because you know it's even with it being on the app and more and more people using the apps, man. You got to keep in mind how many people's getting away just from actually being competent at reading and writing and understanding, comprehension.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
shit.
insane,
Hold
but
on,
it's
hold on,
true.
hold on. Hold on real quick. Let me log in. I didn't even know I was logged in. Oh, it's keeping me on here. Okay, so we good. Damn, this shit is crazy.
All right, we good. So yeah, I'm gonna remind everybody though just to go. Okay, just lost it, brother. Make sure you go to the website kickedoutofheaven.com and matter of fact, while we talking about that, just remind everybody to go and get the book Unlocking the Keys.
Unlock the Keys, a powerful guide to Moorish identity, divine law, and self-mastery. Praised by sheiks and scholars alike, and Moors across the nation are calling it a must-read. Grab your signed copy now at morrisonamerica.com for just $23. Or get the paperback on Amazon, also $23. Prefer digital? The Kindle
I'm here,
version
bro.
is only
You there?
$3.99.
Right
Here
here.
now. Are you there?
Yeah, we hear you loud and clear. Right.
Yo.
Okay.
Somebody asked me if any physical books of the alchemy are available. No, there's none available at this current moment.
Okay, what is that? Is that a book?
I mean, well, hold on. Yeah, let me rephrase that. Yeah, there are some available. And you got the money for it because they're pretty expensive. I will say that. They made me put the alchemy of women at a very expensive number when they published it because otherwise I wouldn't be making any money.
Yeah.
You know. Can you hear me, bro? Are you there?
No, we can hear you loud and clear, brother.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, you can't.
So
You can't hear.
the alchemy is expensive, bro. It's like 500. No, I got you. It's like these two right here are 500 altogether.
Okay. While we talking about that though, just let everybody know why you made a book about European history or books. Talking about
Well, there's a lot of stuff going on. First of all, the deepest part is we don't truly understand how the color alone, black, or the word black operates in the European psyche. Yeah. So that's one of the main focus lines throughout the entire series. Okay. Another one is that we thoroughly don't know what their culture is. We don't know what they were running away from in Europe. I wasn't getting enough clarity from what Elijah Muhammad was saying, a 10,000 year cycle in the caveman beast and all this other shit. There's a lot of technicalities and details when it comes down to history and how it operates. So you can't.
Why are you saying that? Because people are talking about Yakub and all that. What do you think of that, man? Do you think that's just all allegory?
Bro, all of that. Bro, have you ever seen that book from Niggas to Gods?
I've seen it. Yeah. But
yeah, you seen it. Who is it written by?
Is it written by a black man?
Supposedly a kill. Okay. One shot, one kill. A kill. It is a kill. We're killing off niggas reading this stupid shit. See, what a lot of people don't, what a lot of people don't understand is the power of propaganda. And like I was saying earlier, black culture is manufactured.
Yeah.
So everything that they were saying, there's a couple of good things here and there. You know, How to Eat to Live by Elijah Muhammad is good. You know, but at the end, how did it all end up? And that's what the results, the end results, is how you judge a thing. You see what I'm saying? So if you buy a car and if you buy two cars and one car runs at 100,000 and the other one stopped at 50,000, who you gonna fuck with? You gonna fuck with the one that ran to 100,000 because of the end result. So we look at the end result of things, and that gives us a better judgment on what happened during the course, and if a person had a future vision to control the way their paradigm is operating or whatever their message is. Could any of our so-called leaders control anything? No. Elijah Muhammad's children sold off all their land. You know, he got outed as, you know, doing the 16-year-old girl. Malcolm X and his daughters are in the penitentiary right now. You know what I'm saying? Marcus Garvey. I mean, come on, bro. But people don't want to deal with the reality. They want to stay stuck in this fantasy zone that's not what it is. You know, that's one reason why I made the statement that we're talking about right now on the Facebook, is because of the way I look at the rap industry. You dig what I'm saying? If you look at the rap industry and its business model, it's shit. It's fucking shit. But you're supposed to go in there blindly with all this love and love the people and all that other shit, and then get your brains blown out on stage and end up going to the pen for 20, 30 years because of the people you loved and all this old dumbass shit. I don't get it. I'm a businessman, so I look at a business model before I put my money in on the business. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's about the end result, bro. And the Yakub shit is a dead philosophy coming from a dead zone. I heard one young nigga say that he was like, "Why would I join the NOI? They only kill niggas." I'm done.
Man.
I'm done. Yeah, I love the NOI. I love the FOI, whatever, you know, march around in a circle. You know what I'm saying? But, bro, it's been 50, 60 some years, my guy.
Yeah.
My guy. There hasn't been too much that has been altered. As a matter of fact, the numbers have gotten worse. So your enforcement, and, you know, I've heard a lot of people say a lot of crazy stuff, you know, but I ain't going to repeat it. But I'm just saying, it is what it is. I would never fall into the lines of a Dr. Yakub theory or the big head scientist. I'm not going to do that. It's full of shit. You know, it could have some elements that are real from history sprinkled into it, just like a comic book does. Okay. But the majority of it is cartoon bullshit. You know, there's no progressiveness. There's no detail that you can really speak upon, talking about the grafting and blah, 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 you know, and who the white man is and all this other shit. I know that white man got the Reeboks on your feet.
Fireside story, you know, you get everybody around a fireside and you're telling the tale, and that's really what it is. Ain't no details in there, no specifics.
Yeah, me personally, bro, I don't fuck around with anything that can't be explained on a bottom line and has a reality basis to it. I don't do no hocus pocus talk. I'm not going to send nobody else down that road. And I've seen too many black people send other black people down bad roads, or roads that they didn't even know about, because they wanted to act as if they knew what the fuck they were talking about. So they could try to hustle you, so they can spin that shit, so they can scam your ass. Okay, and that's exactly what has happened. The niggas all up in this conscious community put their support up in child molesters the entire time, because that's what they identify with. You choose weak shit. You like weak shit. You don't put a foot up a bitch's ass, nigga. So you chose on weak shit, and now you got weak shit. You see? You choose on weak ass, clown ass niggas, and that's what the fuck you got. You know? Nothingness. There was black women up on here with this conscious community. putting their children, putting their sons in front of the videos like, yeah, that's your daddy type shit. Like, oh, you need to listen to the revolution. Goddamn. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that's insane.
Uh-huh.
Now I was gonna say, and then a couple years later, it come out that this fool is like, you know, he got arrested for molesting a child or something. It's like, wow,
Man.
yeah, that's insane. And
yeah, that's still to this day the craziest shit that I've ever seen was that whole Polite situation. That was madness.
Man, that doesn't make any sense, and that makes anybody that ever gave that person a platform to speak. Anybody that ever,
everybody gave him a platform. Everybody was supporting that nigga. No, let's not do it. Y'all niggas was lining up. Y'all niggas was buying his books. Y'all niggas was watching him in the Bentley with Floyd Mayweather. The nigga was swimming with the dolphins. And you niggas, and you niggas bought onto that bullshit. Yo, the level of
even the people that just took pictures with him, it made everybody look bad.
Yeah, exactly. It made everybody look bad, and the God 720 didn't make nobody look bad. I'm over here producing encyclopedias on me solo. You understand? Still got the 26s and the drop top in the garage. Do you understand me? Donate now because you've been choosing on bitch niggas your whole life. How about that, nigga?
They want the scammers.
Yeah,
that's what
they
want.
Yeah,
they
exactly.
Want somebody just gonna sell them a fantasy.
Right? Well,
it don't even make sense. They want the people that's gonna lie to them. That's what.
No, it does make sense. Let me show you the science behind lying. See, that's why I love that medieval, because the medieval gives you the true sciences. Let me show you something. When you lie, you have considered another person's reaction, and you have also overthought for them. So they feel, a little bit honored that you took the time to create the falsehood for the sanctity of their emotional response. So a lot of people do like lying due to the fact that you consider them as important in order to lie to them. And you also consider them as a superior because they may inflict a consequence upon your lying. Okay? So because you approached with fear with the essence of a lie, then they are okay with that now because you put them in it. Yeah, there's all science behind lying. As a matter of fact, I got a whole 2-page. I think I got a whole 2-page section on lies, on the word lies and the word bullshit inside the Encyclopedia on the Alchemy of Women.
Yeah. And that makes sense. As crazy as it is, just because you consider their feelings. And
you consider their feelings, right? And they feel a little bit popular and important because you did that. Yeah,
but that type of action is not really going to get you anywhere in society, in this world. If you as far as building for yourself, considering everybody's feelings, how everybody's going to react to what you have to do. It's a losing. I mean, to me, that's a losing.
No, but check it out. Watch what I'm about to show you right now. Because the humans have proven themselves. Humans have only used the internet to lie better, to lie in perfection. Yeah. That's all the humans have used technology for so far to this date. They've only used it to impose more grandeur lies, more grandiose lies.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Yeah. It's crazy.
So it's a part of the system. Some people like it. The majority of people like it. A lot of people are trying to run. They're utilizing lies, and that's another thing. A lie is a scapegoat to not be able to respond to responsibility. So it's a protection clause. Well, you lied to me, so I don't have to do this. Or you lied to me, so now I can't do that.
All right. First, you froze up, then I froze up. I can hear my wife in the background saying all the females out here with the fake BBLs and the AI pictures too.
Yeah,
they don't even do the surgeries anymore. You just put a bunch of AI pictures up here. Whoever
you know, yeah, bro. I mean, they want to continue to devalue themselves and go ahead. You know what I'm saying? I mean, ever since they started doing them makeovers on them talk shows, it done fucked the whole game up. Because you remember back in the day, girls weren't messing with no fucking makeup when we was kids.
Yeah.
They had that Mary Kay shit. They go drive around, get the pink Cadillac and shit. Yeah, and they would do it at home as makeup was an exclusive thing. And now, Walmart got a whole section with bodyguards and cameras and televisions. We know who the thief is.
Yeah.
Because we don't see none of that shit over there in the mechanic area, do we? You don't see all that shit around the guns and shit, do you? So we know who the thieving scoundrel is in this motherfucker. The weasel, brother. You understand?
Man. Yeah.
Hey, I didn't do it.
Walmart did it. They got the stats to prove it. They know what they're talking about.
and that's another thing, like you said, the stats, bro. We don't know the stats that Trump is looking at. We don't know the numbers that these niggas is looking at for them to make the decisions that they making. You dig?
Yeah. Because if you don't know, you think he's just saying some wild out, just off the wall, crazy stuff. Yeah. You don't know what they just showing him the stats. They're like, Trump, look at this.
Nigga that lost his mind. You dig what I'm saying? For real, we don't know the stats. It's just like what happened with the whole Iran war. Everybody could feel it. Remember a couple of months ago when they first started, we gonna do the Iran. The nigga was nowhere.
Yeah.
Nigga, you have no say on this motherfucking table. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? The vice president of America is 1 year younger than me to the date. JD Vance, he has the same exact birthday as me, right?
Yeah.
And here we are. I'm over here, YouTube motherfucking podcast. The white boy is 1 year younger than me. He's ruling the world.
Yeah.
This is. But see, I'm so mature. I can laugh at myself about it, but in reality, it's not a laughing matter. Well, but I'm completed.
Hey, bro, look. I shouldn't even say this because this is embarrassing. But like, man, on Facebook, I'm not gonna put the brother's name out there, but it's a Moor on there who like pretending to have presidential elections and all types of stuff. He didn't deem himself the president. It's somebody else he got in his cabinet running for some other office. It's like, man, it's insane. This is what
Negro is insane.
What our people are doing.
You're insane. That's why, I studied the Moorish thing. I've studied that. I've studied all the sovereignty shit. And when you understand the true essence of the word sovereignty, forget about it, brother. You got to have an army. You got to be able to get rid of your own trash. You have to be able to get rid of get your own waterway. You have to be able to get your own electricity running. You have to be. What are you talking about? If a fire is to occur at your house, you have to be able to put it out. This is the definition of sovereign.
Yeah.
You see, that is the true definition. We're not gonna do no trickery shit with the post office and my address and accept for value and discharge debt, nigga. Get the fuck out of here. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. And this is why I always stay street, nigga. Let me tell you something, bro. The game is called manpower. You can write all your contracts and sign all your shit. I show up to your front door with 100 niggas. You're done. Okay. I will fucking shit at you, nigga. I'll wipe my ass with that contract, nigga. You understand me? These motherfuckers got the microwave gun. Okay. These niggas, you saw what happened with the Venezuela president. They went over there. Them niggas' ears was bleeding and eyes was bleeding. They shot the microwave gun at these niggas. That's right.
And that's right. In Venezuela, they had their own army. They had all that, and they still went and just got them.
But
got
you
'em,
don't
just like
have
that.
science. You don't have the technology. You don't have the laboratory. And see, this is
Yeah.
why the white male wins on planet Earth. Is because
Uh-huh.
white male, just white male. It doesn't matter. We're talking about Switzerland, Russian, whatever. They understand one thing and one thing exclusively. That every white male must be dedicated to science. They have a monopoly on the interest of science. And as long as they got that, they have your ass. Do you understand?
Yeah.
It's really simple. Okay. They structured the universities in the 1700s and 1800s. Wasn't a nigga, a motherfucking Mexican, a motherfucking Jap, or a white woman allowed in those universities until the 1950s.
Yeah.
Okay. And then not only that, when you really want to get down to the technicalities, white men or the white race, they're the only ones that educate their women. No other race on the planet educates their women. You know, they throw them up in brothels. You know, I mean, don't get me wrong. A white boy throw them up in brothels, throw them up on porn too, throw them down in the ocean down there fucking the dolphin. Goddamn, this is this is facts, nigga. But the white woman was down there living in the bubble in the goddamn ocean and fucked on the dolphin. You understand? So they said, nigga, this white pussy gonna take over every kingdom on the planet, nigga. Do you understand? These niggas run so many levels of magic on it, nigga. It's crazy, crazy.
Yeah.
You know. Then somebody told me about that movie they just put out with Leonardo DiCaprio, and it was some revolution movie or some shit, and they was only fucking on the black women during the movie and shit. Like, oh my god, bro.
Yeah.
You niggas do nothing about it. You know what I'm saying?
What it is what it is.
Say or do about it. Go ahead.
I said it it is what it is. It's better to be real about it and aware versus living in fantasy land, because you know some people's actually believe in these tales that our people are telling. They believe it. And the people they just like you said, they're not operating at a level consistent with, I guess you could say, with like the European, you know, when they if they say that they sovereign, they mean it. You know, they have control of their land, their people, their resources, and they can even take your resources.
Yeah, and they have arms too.
Yeah.
And if you go out there in them woods, that white boy will take on 30 of you motherfuckers. I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. That nigga will get the Gantling, okay? He will take on 30, 40 of you motherfuckers. It will be death before dishonor. You understand? And that's one of the conclusions that happened with the Real Nigga Etiquette VooDoo edition. I ran into a book written by a white male who wanted to study Africa and the tribes to understand why they haven't fortified their borders. You know, it's like, you done been invaded by Europeans, Chinese, Russians, everybody that came down here and got a piece of that ass. Okay. Yeah. Why haven't you niggas? What is the psychological mind frame where you niggas don't understand to fortify your borders? To this day, they haven't fortified their borders, you know? And he was comparing that to the European mind, who can pass down hate for 500 to 1,000 years. They can pass down hate from generation to generation to generation. And you know what his conclusion was?
What's that?
Is that the black doesn't love his woman and the black doesn't hate his enemy.
Makes sense.
The nigga don't hate his enemy and the nigga don't love his woman. And that's why he don't fight tooth and nail for them. Yeah. You know? And yeah, bro, it's a lot of gender backwardness that has been introduced into the black culture, and we've allowed it to happen. You know, our generation has allowed a lot of foul shit to occur, you know, and I don't have no problem with taking the responsibility of what situations are. And that's just what the situation is, you know, and Are niggas gonna do anything to change it? I'm not finna sit around and wait to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I mean, bro,
Yeah.
after everything on how our scholars just passed, oh, there's nothing.
Yeah, I agree with you, brother. And just my opinion based on what you said, the work that you're doing with the books that you're putting out, I would say for everybody watching, just to listen up. If you came in late, go rewind this and watch from the beginning because the brother's just putting you up on game. For the most part, that's what it really is. So that you're not caught up in fantasy, fantasy land type of mindset where you're actually being fooled by what you see online, what you see or hear people talking about. Because if you are going along with that mess, you're setting yourself up for failure. You pretty much you get the game, you apply it to yourself, and you get out there and conquer, be successful in the world. You can't be out here trying to save all these people. You're gonna lose yourself, and you ain't gonna get whatever it is you want to accomplish. It's no way. It's impossible.
Right. Because I'm done writing books. I'm done. I won't be putting out any more literature. So get it while you can. Okay, kickedoutofheaven.com, because I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not gonna be doing that anymore. It was very sad on what occurred. Well, I mean, it wasn't sad. I got money. I got, things happened, but it's not what should have happened. I really didn't have an expectation when I put it out. I did know that I was putting it out amongst minds that wasn't thoroughly prepared for it. It was a blueprint that, warriors could understand, but farmers won't. If you sort of understand that, it was to let you know why. There's too many whys that we're asking, which is valid. As black people, we don't have a true comprehension of what's going on in this society, how things are operating, how Europeans operate, or even other cultures and how they operate. We needed something that could lead us in to those areas. And I thought the Kicked Out of Heaven would have been it, but it was very powerful. It's still, which is the root of a lot of the domestic violence cases that we're seeing right now, is because this is really the first time in history that alcohol has been extremely enforced on a generation, in which the next generation, is sort of backfired and they don't drink at all. Alcohol sales in between our generation and the next generation dropped by 80%. And the reason being is because of, all the DUI car accidents, all the divorces, and waking up 2:00 in the morning and the police is outside and the parents are fighting and shit. All of that shit is coming from alcohol. But your ladies are in free tonight before 12. Remember that. You want a drunk, sloppy woman so she can give you top, but then you wonder why you're giving birth to retards. You're giving birth to retards. We just saw that with Krishan Rock. Her child is 3 years old and still can't even walk. Okay? And that's from the alcohol. That's from, the degenerate.
They show that on TV, right? Her or like Instagram or whatever. Her drinking.
Yeah, I saw the video. Now,
it's no shame. It's no shame, bro.
Now we sitting over here talking about the white man come from the cave, okay, and all this other shit. But we can show you today this black girl got the goddamn. Her son was walking by his hands, bro. It was hopping on the knees, dog. Okay, like the original.
And these women look up to her.
Oh, like the
y'all queen.
Well, the Jungle Book kid, yeah, the original.
Oh God, Mowgli. Walking on all fours. Oh man.
Yeah. But then we got cases like this girl who got caught up in Ohio with with the 20 children in the room that they can't read, and everybody's a fucking doofus. Yo, the doofus shit as good. Yeah, but you chose on weakness. You chose weak shit. Where did you think it was going to end up? You think it was going to turn beautiful? Since when has weakness been beautiful?
Yeah. Never.
Choose on the underdog? You want to choose the loser because you're a loser? How's it working? Yeah, it's called the fetal alcohol syndrome. Right up in here, I got fetal alcohol syndrome defined in the encyclopedia.
Yeah. It's like they're rushing towards the same outcome from that movie. Trying to remember. I think it was
Idiocracy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I brought that movie forth. Yeah, years ago, blew my mind watching that shit.
Yeah, you had to get it before it disappeared because that movie was predicting everything, man. Wow, predictive programming. Let me put that in the chat for y'all. If you haven't seen it, if you can still find it.
Yeah, if you can still find it, because. Like we just saw, the white man over here got 200 carcasses in his basement. But I forewarned you niggas about the grave digger. God damn it. Right? Volume 2. God damn. I'll never forget that shit. At the beginning of the year. See, I love it when situations like that happen because everybody try to sweep it underneath the rug or they don't want to talk about it. Yeah, nigga, it was next door, nigga. That's right. The white boy was up in the graveyard digging up the bodies and taking the bodies to his basement. And then he had a woman. He had a wife, nigga, in the house that was about that life. Do you understand me? Yeah, look at him. And I can't get a woman over here and I'm an author. But the white woman stayed with her man. This nigga got 200 bodies. See, this is what I'm talking about, developing a writer. You understand me? She is a writer. She is a writer. She went through the smells, went through everything, probably sticking with him through the court case and everything. And as soon as you have the baby, the black bitch trying to take your ass to the motherfucking court, to the family court, nigga, have your ass. Okay. Get that check, and get them vaccinations and get that check is all she worried about. Yeah, man, accused of stealing more than 100 skeletons of his own people, white on white crime. That's what that is. White on white crime, nigga. Okay. And that's really what's so crazy about it. The Epstein files, white on white crime. Okay. Explosive diarrhea, white on white crime. Nigga. You understand? Okay. Bro, at the end of the day, the majority of the news is white on white crime, trying to make sure that natives are worshiping or are feeling some form of sympathy for the bullshit that they do to each other.
Yeah.
Nigga, it's your shit. I don't give a fuck. That is your shit. Yeah, I don't think we gonna find no niggas digging up no 100 skeletons, nigga. Yeah. I know ain't no black mammy finna stay up in no house with no 100 skeletons.
He gonna be by himself if he doing that.
Yeah, and he'll probably only get to 13 because he don't know how to properly dig them out the ground. But if you buy the Kicked Out of Heaven, I have the instructions. I have the instructions on how to get the body out the casket in the Kicked Out of Heaven volume 2. It's actually in there too.
Oh man.
Let me see if I can find the picture. Hold on, you done fucked up now. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see if I can find the picture real quick. Let me see if I can find it. Bro, it's crazy. The dysentery, nigga. Explosive diarrhea. There you go, right there. Yeah, right here. These are tools right here. You see the tools right there? Those are tools that grave diggers used in the 16th century to hook onto your collarbone and drag the whole body out of the casket. because they would only dig up the front part of the grave right behind the headstone or whatever. Because sometimes they don't know where the head or the feet is at. Usually the head is by the headstone, so they'll dig only like maybe 2 feet little space right there, and then bang open the casket. They put those hooks on the collarbone and shit, and gently drag the motherfucker. hoping we're past the rigor mortis stage and the organs don't fall out on your ass while you're doing it. You dig what I'm saying? But yeah, that's what's going on. You know, where the homie done dip to? He done bounced on me? Oh man. So yeah, that's what's in the kicked out of heaven. So you know the details on how these cats can really get down, and hopefully you don't get caught into the mix. So you better know your environment a little bit better. You understand? And that's the truth to it. Where you go, man? Where's this nigga at? He didn't disappeared on me. You know? Let me see here. So yeah. But yeah, we got any questions? Go ahead and shoot me some questions or something. Think of some questions. Do not sit here blank-minded. Okay? Make the brain move and bring me some questions up in here while we wait for Sharif to come back up in here. You know, let me address some things. Okay, well, hit me with some questions then about anything pertaining to what's going on in society right now, the literature I've written, what's going on with me, what's going on with anything in the rap game. You can ask me any questions right now. Go ahead and shoot while we wait for the brother to get back up in here. You know what I'm saying? Come on, I need some thinking. The brains need to be moving a lot quicker than that. There should have already been a question posed. We're moving too slow, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. And I don't do slow motion. I don't do all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Anything slow is automatically classified as retarded in my book. You know what I'm saying? So, and you can buy my book, Disaster preparedness. We don't know what disaster is coming. We don't know if if the Terminator gonna come out your toilet, nigga. We don't know what's gonna happen. We just got hit with like 7, 8 major earthquakes in different locations across the planet. And I felt the earthquake that happened here in Las Vegas maybe about a month ago. But within that same span, within that same week span or 2 weeks, there was one in Japan, there was one in Venezuela, there was one, it was all over the country, So disaster preparedness, the only thing you can really do is be psychologically prepared. And that's the intelligence of survival, small things, how to start fires and all of that other type of shit. But if you have the extra money to do so, then I suggest you do it. If you want to start a fund with me, I'll get things prepared. I know what to buy. I know what to do. This ain't no Umar Johnson wearing no fucking daishiki, nigga. I know how to survive in the woods. You understand? So if you want to put that together, we can put that together. I seen the other day that the COVID vaccine is causing cancer. It could. Right now, I just ran across some information that there's about 60 different vaccines that are across the country right now available at your local CVS, Walmart, and your doctors. And guess what? People are taking them. People are still getting these vaccinations. So we don't know. You don't know if the motherfucker giving you the food at the Burger King is a cyborg or not, because of the level of vaccinations that are available and their potentialities with nanotechnology being infused inside the vaccine. We don't know what we're looking at. And that could also be another cause of domestic violence and all of that other type of stuff and all of these random murders that are going on right now. Do I think CERN matters? I don't really pay attention to that whole CERN thing, so I don't even know what CERN truly is. Consequences of the wars on our lives here. What do you mean by that? Oh, what are the consequences of the wars, of the global wars that are going on our lives? We see it in the gas prices. The gas prices are crazy, but gas prices could also be crazy to try to enforce this electrical vehicle shit. You know, and they're really trying to bring that in. Were you about to say something?
Oh no, I'm just listening. I mean, I think it's not just gas prices. I mean, everything's more expensive, which may be, of course, related to the gas. But I think it's a squeeze to get more people in a position where they're losing whatever property they have, or they're in a position where they might be destitute. You know, because you have the increase of prices. People are still going to the movies. They're still doing the things that they were doing, 4 or 5 years ago, but they don't have as much money. So people are going to start feeling it. If they aren't already, like next year.
People are feeling it. The home market is crazy right now. They say foreclosures are up at 21% right now. Nationwide,
everything. They went up on everybody's. They go up on your property tax. They went up on everybody's property tax.
Nah, they ain't going up on my property tax. Nah. I don't even get into one thing about me and how I operate in life is I don't like being in major paperwork with the white boy. I don't like doing none of that goddamn shit. I don't like your spider web. I don't like your upsell. I don't like your percentage signs when you do the APR and all the fucking point and the decimal and the dumb shit. I can figure it out, but guess what? Life doesn't require that. You see what I'm saying? You have to look at what life requires. And the majority of propaganda bullshit and paperwork contracts that Europeans try to put into the system, life in existence doesn't require that dumb shit. Just like me giving birth to a child does not require your hospital. Your hospital is nice and it's cold and the soap smells good and your little fake ass fucking little ham on the tray, whatever. I don't need that shit for any level of healing or any level of medical work that needs to be done. Now, when we talk about major surgeries and things of that nature, then yeah, okay, we can give it there. But if we was to go through the books of history, even that is not needed in your fucking hospitals. You dig what I'm saying?
All that stuff is new because everybody used to give birth, at home or something like that.
Oh yeah,
that's a money grab,
right?
So now, in general speaking, like most people think you have to do that. That's the only way to do it.
Right.
Like they have you thinking, or they have some people thinking you have to go to the dentist. You have to do this.
No, you have to go to the dentist because we know we've been feeding you sugar for 3, 4, 5 generations nonstop. We know. So we need to see the progression of what has occurred. We're taking notes on what we know we've done to you. We want you to repeat the results to us. And that's where we come in with the surveys. That's where we come in with you limping into my hospital. You see what I'm saying? So the same thing with this question right here. Forecasting the future on the direction of war. Will it continue? Trump stand down? As you saw, if you pay attention to the videos that I put up recently, I talked about the war, and that's exactly what happened. There's a whole God mythology system working with inside that war. But regardless of that level, you have to understand the mentality. European. And Kicked Out of Heaven Volume 1, I listed all the wars from 700 to 1700. Nigga, do you know it was 5 pages of just listing the wars? I couldn't even talk about each war. Ridiculous. 5 pages, brother. War inside Western civilization will never cease. Is one thing you have to understand. And the number one reason why it will never cease is because it's a machine. It's a machine of discovery and invention. Okay. So basically, all the countries across the world right now, when they're at war, they get a budget from their government, right? And with that budget, they're allowed to explore and test technology. And this is where Terminator comes knocking on your door tomorrow. Yeah. Because they're in a position where they can finance that shit. They can build that shit however they want to. And they're going to continue to have these agents up in this young nigga group to bring crime and depredations upon the city. So they could go ahead and release whatever new robots and technology, flock cameras, or whatever the fuck they want to. Because the white boy is basically telling you, look, nigga, I kicked your people's ass 500 years ago. I do and say whatever the fuck I want. And you gonna stand by and take it, nigga. So enjoy the hair colors and the dyes. Enjoy the McDonald's and sit your ass down somewhere, nigga. Where I had to remind the native, goddamn.
Yeah.
When you really understand what America is two things: whites maintaining non-whites. Okay, that's all it is. That's all America is. It's called native maintenance. Goddamn. Okay. You know, you need a crossing guard, nigga. You know, you need a probation officer, nigga. Since you can't maintain. That's basically what it is. It's called native maintenance. We have to maintain the native. Okay. And there's, you know, we got to let them do their hoorah dance. You know, let them shoot up, sprinkle a little drug over here, sprinkle a little drug over there. You know, let them do their dance and, you know, to their gods, you know. And that's all there is to it.
Somebody said they got robots. Grand Zeal said they got robots dancing out here.
Yeah, in Atlanta, there's robot dogs in the communities already maintaining the native. You know, they got robot police dogs, and you know, RoboCop is around the corner with all this domestic violence and shit, and all the shootouts with the switch and all this other shit. You know, you best believe it. The RoboCop is coming, and then after the RoboCop, we're gonna have the Blade Runner. And then after the Blade Runner, we're going to bring in the Matrix on you niggas. You know. That's all it is right now. You know, they trying to shoot out the sun and trying to I think I heard some shit. Elon Musk is about to go drop 3 tons of dynamite on the moon just to see what happens.
Yeah, I heard that. Well, I saw that he made one of his rockets crash into the moon.
Yeah, some shit like that, you know. And this is what they do because, you know, we don't have to feed, because you got to understand how they look at things. And to get where they're at, you have to understand that they had to be right to get where they're at. That's the cold part about it. So one thing about it is that, look, nigga, if you can't feed yourself, that's your problem. And if you were born in the hood, then that's your bloodline's problem. And if your bloodline comes from mud hut to the hood, you know, then, you know, it's been like that for 400, 500 years. I can't expect nothing greater out of you. You see what I'm saying? So since you've proven yourself to stay in said condition and you have not accelerated with the multiple opportunities that you've had throughout the past century, you are cannon fodder. Okay, you are disposable because you do not produce. You see, everything on this planet produces, right? They produce for their either immediate survival or they produce for others. Everything on this planet produces. Okay, the birds, they produce a nest together so they can have the eggs, right, and sit on them, right? Okay, everything produces here on planet Earth. And if you as a human are not producing, since we are reliant on science, and that is proven with every single civilization or tribe that we have constructed, we have operated off of some form of science in order to survive. So if you want to take, you know, the opportunities to learn science, you want to take it for granted, then you will receive the consequences. And those consequences will come from the Most High. You understand? That's what's so crazy about it, is because we're not even talking about the white man. This existence mandates that humans operate within the realm of science in order to survive. You see that with the Aztecs. You see that with the Native Americans. You see that with the African tribes. In order to develop a mud hut, there is a science in order to do that. They have to put combination of mud and straw together in order to make brick. You understand? Okay. So that is a science. All right. For you to have a circular home and to be able to put straw on top of it is a science. So for you that are sitting on the internet, clicking all day, talking about you're bored, you've already failed. Because when you say you're bored, you're not interested. There's too many things on this planet to be interested into for anybody to be bored. So anybody who says that they're bored, you're already expressing a mental deficit. You understand? You're a fucking retard. Okay. And through your boredom, you expect other humans to be your entertainment. You see, because you sat in front of this fucking camera and this fucking TV and this bullshit for so long that your brain has defaulted into a position that everybody is disposable, and also everybody has a responsibility to keep you laughing or to keep you quote unquote entertained. And that's another thing that you got to watch out about, the domestic violence shit that's going on, because it's coming straight from that zone. That people think that they're in a fucking movie or trying to impose that excuse for their activity. Your behavior gonna land your ass right up in that penitentiary. You dig what I'm saying? Okay. That's what it is. So until people take science as seriously, you know, you are automatically written off by the ether, because you as a human who depends on science for survival are not utilizing it, and you're sitting on your ass being a consumer. You are now classified as a parasite. You know, you are, you know, an insect. What do they call that? A vermin, right? Okay. So
yeah, I agree with you, brother. I wasn't going to use the word parasite. I'm glad you said that though.
I wasn't gonna...
that's what a consumer is.
No, keep going. I'm listening.
And that's what all of this stuff, all of these devices, all of this stuff, you know, sets you up for. You think you're supposed to be entertained 24/7. People can't even eat with two hands. They got to hold the phone in the one hand while they're eating. They always need the screen, always need to be entertained. Yeah. And not even thinking like, hey, maybe there's a reason why all this content is being pushed to me.
There's a lot, bro. When you get on your feed, and this is for everybody, it don't even matter what you look at, because you know there's like filler feed shit, right?
Yeah.
So right, and what's on your filler feed? Oh, men are like this. Oh, your woman cheating like this. Oh, this nigga did that. Oh, the podcast this. Where is your intellect level if you can't mate and the animals can? The animals have no problem with reproduction, but you humans do.
Yeah. That's the beginning of the end for that society. I mean, I just saw somebody talking about how they don't want us to be able to get along, you know, the males and females, and yeah, it's insane because, you know, who cares about what everybody else is doing? How are you unable to interact, you know, and get along with the opposite sex?
I mean, I'm gonna tell you straight up. Me personally, I'm single. I've been single for about maybe 4 or 5 years. Nigga, please. Okay. The way women have been trained to think over the past 10, 20 years, dog. Nigga, please. You stay connected to society, and I'm not gonna be, I don't jeopardize my life with somebody else's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? They've trained people to think very backwards. You chose on the backwardness, you know, so deal with those consequences. You know what I'm saying? I don't, you know, I'm very zero tolerant in allowing any form of influence, you know. And when it comes to your woman's mind, your woman is open to too many different levels of influence, whether that be, you know, a text from a girlfriend or a song from a Cardi B or some raggedy bitch on a motherfucking podcast or some female that got up on the only shit. Your girl could be looking at the news and it's on the news article. Oh, OnlyFans chick made $30 million this year. You niggas ain't shit. Goddamn.
Oh, man.
This is the news, nigga. And now she is influenced to go pop that coochie on the motherfucking OnlyFans.
Yeah.
And the majority of OnlyFans is only making $10, $20 a month.
If that. Yeah.
They don't put the minimum numbers, they put the maximum numbers. You see? So it's too much shit in allowance, you know. Yeah, man. And then I think bipolarism was really flooded into society based off of just having a job. Because if you notice nowadays, people, they go to the job and they treat the job, because you have to act right on the job or we fire your monkey ass. You go on the job, you make the good money, and then you go home and you can treat everybody like shit. You know, or like I said way back in the day, your wifey at work, she went on lunch with the boss.
Yeah.
At the Applebee's, at the steakhouse, nigga. Okay, brought you back the dollar menu, you and the children, for dinner. Yeah. Talking about she ain't hungry, ain't told you shit about lunch, nigga. You see what I'm saying? This is how it's moving. This is how it's moving. You know what I'm saying? And niggas ain't got no control on that line. You know. Yeah, somebody told me about that shit. The KFC in Jamaica is bomba clot. 50% of the women are obese. They like it. Niggas like the obese. Niggas like the big old wobbling ass from Nigeria, nigga. They say it's a sign of abundance. They say it's a sign of what's the word? Of prosperity, nigga. Okay. You understand, bro?
Yeah.
They like that shit. Black women don't give a fuck about being classified as obese. You know? Yeah, they don't give a fuck what the conditions is. That's what a lot of people don't get about that face hugger level. They don't give a fuck about what the conditions is as long as they alive. So taking you to court don't mean shit. Going to jail don't mean shit. Them going to jail don't mean shit. Somebody else dying don't mean shit. As long as they're alive. And then they don't even give a fuck about being alive. They'll let the death go down. The majority of them choose their killers, don't they? Ain't shit, nigga. If you choose, these bitches be out here choosing their killers, goddamn, and raising them. You know what I'm saying? They children be killing them nowadays. Oh my God. You know what I'm saying?
Man, same.
Yeah. I would be scared in Jamaica, brother. You better have your Ghostbusters. You better have your Duke Nukem gun out there. I wouldn't know what to do with no Jamaica right now, bro. Straight up. I don't even think in the space of vacations like that. Man. My bag got to be super strong before I go waste the time and shit, flying all over the place and shit.
Hey, I have one question. So, what advice would you have for, say, for the younger men that might be watching this? You know, as far as like, you know, dealing with the opposite sex, dealing with women.
Dealing with women?
Yeah.
Buy my book. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Buy my book, goddamn. Buy my book. Because to be honest, I don't know what to tell you, nigga. I'm gonna be for real. That's why I had to write an encyclopedia on it, because there's so many different levels that whatever is unique for you, you can reference. You know what I'm saying? Because there's too many levels for number one. For number two, how do you battle against the OnlyFans and the Snapchat? I really don't know. Women have been taught that it is okay to be a whore. It is okay to, you know, you're supposed to be dominant, is what they're teaching women. And women have a lot of secrets going on. So they have a lot of secrets in their magazines that they read from the grocery store and shit. And the editors up in those magazines be telling bitches to be doing all types of wild shit to men. They trying to turn them into birds and shit. And women want weaker dudes. And I don't know what to tell you, bro. Like, because the way humans magnetize towards each other is so vast that everybody's situation is unique. especially today. When we were coming up, there was more of a commonality. The majority of us, our parents were together, at least until, teenage ages or some shit. We went to church. We didn't have a problem with our holidays. It wasn't a million channels in your face talking shit about Christopher Columbus on Thanksgiving. Nigga, we enjoyed our turkey. We enjoyed our families. That was black, Mexican, white, and Asian. Okay, across the board. So it was real easier for me to go get at a Chinese girl, or for me to go get at a Asian girl, or a white girl, or a Mexican girl, or whatever. I can get at any race because we all had a commonality. Now those commonality avenues have sort of been destroyed ever since the Drake and Kendrick beef. Because let's be real. Drake, Nicki Minaj, and Lil Wayne brought some badass bitches to hip hop. Okay, Sexy Red Glorilla and all of them then ran them away. Kendrick Lamar ran them away. J. Cole, keep the pussy dry. Ran them away. Okay, the real niggas brought some bad bitches up in the game. Okay, so I wouldn't know what to tell you. The next generation didn't grow up with a Nat King Cole. They didn't grow up with a Babyface. They didn't grow up with a Jodeci, a H-Town. They don't know, no Sade. There's no Patti LaBelle. There's no Aretha Franklin. There's no man singing to woman and woman singing to man about the woes of our relationships and why we should stay together or why we should break up or it's unsalvageable. They're not being taught that indirectly. You see, what they're being taught is on these video games, they're being taught, go to the strip club, throw some money at the bitch. That's what they're being taught. There's no melody. There's no harmony. Yeah.
Scroll.
Right.
Commercial, come on, just skip it. They can't even.
Yeah, there's no melody. There's no harmony. They're not being, and then there's mass amounts of erectile dysfunction. So the little boys aren't growing up with no testosterone build and they don't got no hammer on the woman. So the woman don't respect them. You can have all the money in the world. You can have all the cars in the world. The woman is on animus understanding, and she is only going to respect one thing, and that is the hammer on the backside. If you put no hammer, you have no nail, nigga. You have, this is the reality nobody wants to talk about. They slipped that erectile dysfunction bullshit and that Cialis bullshit on you niggas, and you niggas ate it up. And now you over here weak. You over here with the boy. You over here with doing all this old weird ass substitute bullshit, and you can't put no hammer on the motherfucking bitch. And the female ain't respecting you at all because she don't feel no strength and no power off of you. You dig what I'm saying? So all that bird chest skinny shit you niggas got going, look like you ain't never ate a Thanksgiving plate in your fucking life, nigga. I don't know what to tell no young niggas, man. I really don't, because the build is fucked up. You probably wasn't breastfed. You was probably born through the C-section. You ain't got no strength and no power on no motherfucker. Man, let me tell you something. Vitality is up in that breast milk. If that boy don't get breastfed, he ain't got no motherfucking vitality, nigga. We can see it in society. Let me show you how you can see it in society. If you see a couple walking and the girl is wearing a short skirt or short shorts, she hasn't had the experience. You understand? She hasn't met the Shaka Zulu. You understand? Okay? Because if she did, she would never. After she find out what could be done to that coochie, she gonna cover it up when she in public. So you weak ass niggas out here ain't laying no motherfucking, you don't put no concrete on the back. And that's why the bitches out here walking around here butt ass naked, disrespecting your monkey ass. Okay. Yeah, just know that for my real niggas. Yeah. If you see a bitch out here walking with a nigga and she's super bad and she walking with the nigga and she got on the mini skirt and she got on the coochie cutter shorts and shit and all this other shit, she's not getting it put on the back. There's no slab being introduced. Because once a woman experiences some hair pulling, she will definitely cover up. She was like, oh shit, this is out here in the world. Yes, bitch. It is in the land. Put on your binoculars, bitch. It's out here. Do you understand?
Yeah. Yeah. It's real talk. Real talk, brother. Yeah.
Well, you got me on one today, bro.
Man, that's real talk. Hey, we need to run this back, brother. We need to run it back.
Whenever you want to, bro, I'm down. Just let me know.
All right, yeah, I'm about to shut things down for the night, but just want to say, everybody, thank you all for coming here. Hit like, share the video. We're gonna play some of our commercials. Is there anything you want to say before we get up out of here?
Nah, just if there was any last questions, you better put them up now before we go. And that's it. Go to the Kicked Out of Heaven and get the books, man. Stop fucking around, because when they're gone, they're gone. Okay, and you have no more white man soul to deposit in the bank account. Okay,
all right, y'all heard that. So, video links in the description. Y'all make sure you go get the book, or get the books, plural, kickedoutotheaven.com, and also melanindvds.com, right?
Yeah, and millenniumdvds.com as well, which is about to get a whole new advancement. I'm gonna turn that into a streaming app too.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, sorry about the beginning of the video. It was all choppy, so we got to run it up again.
Yeah, we gonna definitely run it back. And yeah, apologies on the streaming, y'all, but don't go anywhere. Everybody hit like, hit share. Come back if you came in late. Watch it from the beginning, and we up out of here. Peace.
Peace.
Every day, billions of searches are conducted online, therefore it is critical that your company stands out to the small percentage of clients who are essential to your business. Our team of local digital marketing consultants and SEO experts is eager to help your company achieve its goals through a consultative approach, top Google rankings, and collaboration with industry experts. Here at Adept Marketing Solutions, we stand for integrity, dedication, ingenuity, and results. We know how to navigate the ever-changing digital landscape and what brands must do to succeed. Visit our website to see what we can do to help you reach your goals.
Don't let your history start at slavery. Join with Moorish Science Temple, a lawfully chartered Islamic organization, and proclaim your nationality while helping us uplift fallen humanity. Founded by American prophet Noble Drew Ali and consistently promoted plans for the betterment of humankind. We are located in Columbus, Ohio. Visit our website www.moorishamericans.com and follow us on social media. We hold live meetings on Zoom every Friday and Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Give us a call at 614-407-4394 if you would like to join or send donations to help us uplift fallen humanity.
Highest quality handmade fezzes. Crafted fez with the finest wool, complete with tassel and leather sweatband. Wear the national headdress of Moorish Americans with pride and respect. 3XL size fez is a comfortable fit for brothers with dreadlocks. Shipping worldwide. Go to moorishfez.com to order. Fez Caps blends Moorish style with modern streetwear hats. The cutting-edge design features Moorish symbols with a silk tassel on the dome of the cap. More than just a fashion statement, Fez Caps represents something powerful and ancient within you. Go to fezcaps.com to order your Fez Cap now.
Care More is a non-profit organization focused on providing goods and services to families and individuals in our underfunded communities in Central Ohio. We have created an online presence to reach members of our Central Ohio communities, as well as local events and meetings to give away supplies and donations throughout the city all year long. Visit our website to learn more and to send a donation.
Unlock the Keys, a powerful guide to Moorish identity, divine law, and self-mastery, praised by sheiks and scholars alike, and Moors across the nation are calling it a must-read. Grab your signed copy now at morrisonamerica.com for just $23. Or get the paperback on Amazon, also $23. Prefer digital? The Kindle version is only $3.99.